A vending machine appeared in my bedroom. It contains everything I've ever lost. By Num 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 Nation, aka Ben Wooding. Did you check the keyboard? My girlfriend's question tells you everything you need to know about how often I lose things. Yes, obviously, I checked the keyboard. The lie of my response tells you how confidently wrong I always am. In this instance, the keys were indeed in the keyboard. Found them. I tried to speak in a tone that didn't make it immediately obvious how stupid I was. Where were they? I had two options. Tell her where I found them and let her hold this victory over me, or be more subtle about it and keep my pride. I chose the former. I'm not a liar. Other than earlier on, when I lied about checking the keyboard. That was different. She giggled. I'm not even looking for them, and I find them better than you do. She was right. I constantly misplace things. Sometimes they're found, but quite often I never see them again. Lost into the void, as I'd always say. She had a much more rational belief that I'm just a bit of an idiot at times. It made more sense than the idea that something was out to get me, out to cause me an inconvenience. Of course, I never actually believed that my missing items were a result of anything other than my own ignorance. It was just a fun and somewhat comforting idea, that it somehow wasn't my fault. Sometimes I still wonder if it's my fault that she disappeared. Last year, my girlfriend went missing. We went to bed together, and in the morning, the bed was unbearably empty. The lack of her presence became immediately obvious to me. The blanket lay undisturbed with her phone still on the side. I headed to the bathroom, the only logical place for her to be, to find nothing. The lights in the house, all off, suggesting that nobody was here except me. Babe? I yelled, the only response being silence. I remember the exact moment that a pit seemed to form in my stomach, as I tried to cling onto rational thoughts. Maybe she was just outside, taking out trash, or maybe she had to go to the shops, simply forgetting her phone at home. This could all be a funny story in a few minutes' time. Rational thoughts aren't always correct. As comforting as that would be. She had vanished. There's no two ways around it. She was gone. The weeks after that were long and difficult. It hasn't gotten any easier. Sometimes I wonder what I missed when I was asleep. Was she taken? Did she hold a secret hatred to me and left silently, leaving her life behind? Could I have stopped whatever happened if I was just awake? Her birthday was last week. I think about her every morning, every single morning. I wake up to the same cold, empty bed that I did last year. But on this particular morning, the thoughts of her clung to me stronger than usual. The intense feeling of needing her by my side boiled up into a complex mix of emotions. For the longest time, I didn't want to open my eyes. Just a little longer, I wanted to pretend she was there, next to me. Eventually, I began the same routine I do every day. I open my eyes, turn to the empty space next to me, and reach out to confirm that it's real. But instead, I was interrupted. Not by a sound or a person, but an object. One that didn't exist the night prior as I climbed into the bed and struggled to fall asleep. At first, the unfamiliarity caused confusion. If you're not expecting to see a vending machine in your bedroom, you don't see a vending machine in your bedroom. For a moment, you just see a large box. An out-of-place shape in your room of comfort. It takes a moment for your mind to collect together the context. The white glowing buttons along the right-hand side, the wide metallic collection door at the bottom, and the gentle hum of electronics inside. This rectangle suddenly became something tangible, something I understood to exist. There was a vending machine in my bedroom. I stood up slowly, trying to explain this away in my head. I knew I wasn't dreaming. My girlfriend is always with me in my dreams. So how had this gotten here without me hearing it? Who had broken in to leave this? It would have hardly even fit through the door, at least not without a lot of noise. The machine itself was matte black all over. A few dozen blank buttons sat on the right. No glass allowed my gaze inside, and no branding allowed my mind any understanding of the contents. In place of the glass taking up any space on the front that lacked buttons, words were printed in a white modern font. Lost and found. I don't know why, but I spoke aloud for a moment. I miss you. As if this machine were a conduit to her. But do you really blame me? Did it appear just as mysteriously as she had gone? On her birthday of all days, too. My mind connected the two, thinking for just a moment that perhaps she had left this for me. I stepped towards the appliance, taking it all in. It stood just a little taller than me. I reached out, feeling its smooth, cold surface. My fingers found their way over the lettering as a small bump told me they were slightly recessed. Eventually, my hand lay over the buttons. Without too much thought, I pressed the button. The light of it dimmed, whilst the others still remained active. A whirring from within the machine told me that if I waited, something would dispense. As the sound stopped, a clink from below suggested it was complete. I reached into the collection area and pulled out a small silver analog watch. It took a moment for my thoughts to catch up. I had lost this same watch years ago, on holiday. It was a gift from my brother, who wasn't particularly happy with me for losing it. Whilst the inexplicably unexplainable nature of this bothered me, I was happy to be holding it again. For the first time in a year, I found myself genuinely smiling. Curiously, I pressed another button. Now 2 were dim, with maybe 40 or so still active. The whirring sounded the same, yet the clink had become a thump. Reaching in, I took out my childhood diary. I'd lost it when I was 7. I was slightly surprised I even still recognized it. However, I was more surprised at the pristine condition. Turning through pages, reading some of the entries, some of them even still had eraser shavings where I had taken out mistakes. It was as if it hadn't aged even a day. The third button press gave me my old wallet. The next gave me a teddy bear I don't even remember holding, but recognized from my baby photos. Somewhere along the line, all the money I had ever lost spilled out onto the floor. I even got back a phone I had lost, somehow not smashing as it fell down through the vending machine. With another press, it dispensed her necklace. I stood there holding it in a beautiful moment. Holding something of hers, something she loved, for the first time in a year. Right then, right there, I felt more connected to her than ever before. I held it tight as I took a short time to look around. Everything I had ever lost was with me again. I just wish she could have been there to witness this. But perhaps she was somehow responsible. It brought me comfort to imagine that somehow, from wherever she may be, she's still helping me find things. Irrational as it may have been. It's a nice thought. Rational thoughts aren't always correct, but neither are irrational ones. With another press, the machine came to life for the final time as the last button dimmed away. It seemed to whir for longer than usual. I took a moment to reflect on the necklace again. She had been wearing it the night she disappeared. I wasn't sure anymore if that made it more special or more eerie. Should that have brought me comfort or to have been a warning. Something dropped into the collection area, yet the machine continued to whir. Another drop, and another, and another. It didn't sound consistent. Some thumped whilst others did not. I waited for the sounds to subside before reaching in. Once I finally did get to put my hand inside, it felt wet. I don't remember whether I pulled out her finger or her ear first. I just remember that her finger still wore her favorite ring. It's all a blur. My hand, covered in blood, opened the collection door slightly wider to peer inside. A collection of flesh, bones, and skin. Some mangled together, some kept pristine. There's no way I can prove all of it was even her. Most of it a mess, unrecognizable as ever being a living, breathing person. I screamed as I mashed the buttons again. A rational person wouldn't have done this, but I was not a rational person. Did I expect these actions to be undone? The deafening silence seemed to fill the room. The machine was unresponsive. I fell back onto the bed, soaking the sheets with blood. With the ring and the necklace I had previously clutched, the situation lacked the magic it had held moments prior. The horror seeped in as I looked around for anything to offer solace. The lost items on the floor, now covered in blood, served only as a reminder that I was forbidden from my happy ending. The ring still attached to her finger burned into my mind. Was this a message? A warning? Was there any explanation at all? My gaze met with a photo framed by the side of my bed. It was of us, full of life. We took it on the day of her last birthday, oblivious to what was to come. She wore the same necklace and ring. We were happy. How much I wish to go back to a simpler time. Rational thoughts aren't always correct, but neither are irrational ones. Only the truth remains constant, even when unexplainable and rarely comforting. Hey guys, Ninja Gamer, and thank you so much for watching tonight's story. Of course, if you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like on the videos. It does help the channel innumerably and does get the gospel on people's feeds, as well as please consider subscribing, as we're trying to hit 10,000 subs by the end of the year, and it would be a massive blessing from the Lord if you guys did. So, as always, guys, of course, if we do hit that amazing 10,000 subs, by the end of the year, of course, we will be platinuming one of the hardest games known to man, Crypt of the Necrodancer, which, of course, is an insane one, very much RNG based. Very, very difficult. One of the hardest ones that many people, that really exists, truly, I would think. So, one of the hardest, definitely. At least one of the most common ones talked about, between trophy hunters. Obviously, I'm sure there are a couple niche games that maybe even triumph it, which Lord only knows, I suppose, but I guess we'll see. But of course, yeah. Of course, if you guys haven't done so already, the $1 million question, it's on screen or now, pinned comment description if you prefer to read it that way, but please do give it a read, as it will teach you how to gain eternal life, how to go to heaven. Who wouldn't want that? It'll teach you about repenting of your sins and trusting in the good Lord Jesus Christ with their heavens on strength, as well as building that relationship with the Lord by reading the Holy Bible daily, praying daily, and evangelizing to people. It's great stuff, so please do so. As always, guys, the $1 million question, as well as anything else I talk about here at the end of these videos, which we will be talking about other stuff, gaming related, of course, is not associated with the author or the story in any way, shape, or form. It's for you, the viewer, to read, so please do so. As always, guys, the amazing Nom 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 Nation, aka Ben Wooding, the author of tonight's story, a link to his Reddit page, as well as the original story link, will be found in the description. So please go check those out, as well as let me know what you thought of the story. I thought it was a great one. Very, very good. Cool little vending machine thing. It was a good one. Unfortunately, I think I'm running out of Nom 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 Nation stories to narrate, at least quicker ones. So hopefully there will be some more in the near future, obviously. So yeah, of course, that is the case. The amazing, what am I trying to say? My brothers, is this what? No, we're at Mew. The amazing Mew, whose music I use in all of these videos. A link to his YouTube channel and all of the music will be found linked in the descriptions. If you'd like to use his music for your videos, there is one of two things that you need to keep an eye out for. If in his description of the music video it says that it is not free to use as long as credit is given, you are not allowed to use that specific piece of music. But if it says that it is free to use as long as credit is given in the description, then you are able to use it as long as you put a link to his YouTube channel in your description for credit. As long as credit is given, of course, folks. And then possibly the link to the music as well. I'm going to do that so that if you guys would like to listen to the music in your free time, like I love to do, you're easily able to do that instead of scrounging the internet for potentially hours, maybe even days. I don't know. How determined are you to find the music you love, right? So, but there's that. My brothers have a YouTube channel, Discord, which will go into something also. Well, join our Discord, link in the description. We have Bill and Us community over there. Come on, check it out. It's great stuff. A link. My brothers have a YouTube channel. It's Mac Plush Videos, where they upload plush videos, and they're uploading daily in 2024, nearly daily. I highly recommend their channel. It's so good. And if you want to see me on something if you want to see me on something, if you want to see me on something other than horror stories or video games, please go check it out. I make quite a few cameos over there, and I highly recommend the 2021 videos, as well as the amazing South Park series, where I voice Eric Catman, of course, folks. So come on over. It's a great time. Come on over. And yeah. My youngest brother Cole wants to be a rapper, so I'm leaving a link to his YouTube channel and a SoundCloud for his music in the description. Cole is his name. It's great stuff, so please come on over there and check it out. It's great stuff. The Barron County Anthology by Random Appellation 468, as well as a former stalker texted me this morning. She's Been Dead for a Year by Tiro 1000. Both beautiful, amazing playlists will be found linked in the description. Some of my favorite stories I've done here over the last 8 or 9 months we've been doing this. So yeah, it's great stuff. Probably about 8. Or coming up on 8. Or maybe coming up on 9? Yeah, probably coming up on 9. Because we started the 1st of October. So, well, we didn't technically start, we started doing nearly daily at the beginning of October. So, yeah. The Barron County Anthology, okay, hold on. If you guys are a fan of The Children of the Oak Walker, which is a series we've been doing for the last better part of like 3 months now, because I've been a lazy little bing. If you're a fan of that and you want more from it and you have yet to catch up, the Barron County Anthology is everything before The Children of the Oak Walker, as well as The Children of the Oak Walker itself. So if you have yet to catch up, be sure to do so. It'll help you understand more about characters, especially the ones that have been coming in recently, like Andrea and Tex. So be sure to do that. As well as, if you guys would like to listen or read ahead and not wait for me to get the rest of the parts of The Children of the Oak Walker out, a link to Random Appellation 468's Reddit page will be found in the description, where you guys are easily able to do so. Yeah, you're easily able to do so. So it's great stuff. And you can read ahead. Oh, of course, if you guys don't want to do that and you want to listen to a narration of it, I will be getting them out. Do not, I will be. Don't be concerned that I won't. I will be. It might take a little bit longer than, even I would like, but yeah, they will come out. Trust me. As long as the good Lord sees fit, I suppose. Right? That is the plan. Anyways, so yeah. Now, gaming talk. My goodness. So, PS Plus games that are leaving were revealed. And there's a lot of heavy hitters. Battle for Bikini Bottom, the SpongeBob game, Unturned, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, and another one called Dodgeball Academia. Or Academia, not Academia. Academia, whatever. That's how I say it normally, sometimes. I don't know. But anyways, those are the ones, GTA 5 too, but I have it on PS4 physical, so it doesn't really matter. But those are the ones that really, I'd like to do. And there's some other ones, but this is something that I want to talk about. So, I was just browsing the trophy subreddit. I've linked it before. Maybe I'll link it again today. But I was browsing the trophy subreddit, and these people this awesome community of trophy hunters made a Discord for trophy hunting. And they're doing an awesome challenge where the PS Plus Essential games, which were revealed, SpongeBob, Cosmic Shake, spoilers, but I mean, you know, I don't know, it's not really spoilers, it's good stuff. Spider-Man, SpongeBob, a Cosmic Shake, AEW, a wrestling game, Final, or what is it called, Battle something, I don't know, it's a wrestling game, and then Streets of Rage 4. All three of those games, basically it is whoever can do the most. So that's all of those ones. And then it's also, if somebody is tied for points, it's whoever got it quickest. And the winner gets a $10 PlayStation gift card, which is really awesome. And I've been looking for a challenge. I've been wanting a challenge, like a different kind of challenge, you know, something like a 30 platinums in 30 days. But I'm not at a point where I really want to do, it's, you know, I want number 50 to be really special. I want it to be Far Cry 6. And I did want 40 to be, but because of the PSN, or the PlayStation Plus games that are leaving, I decided to make it number 50 instead. But that was when we had a change of pace. See, Unturned, as much as I love the game, you guys know, I don't know if I played it on the channel before, but for those, maybe you guys don't know, I love Unturned. I love the game on PC. It's amazing. It's a fantastic game. But the trophy guide says it's 20 hours, which is nothing, right? 20-hour platinum's pretty average. You know, it's on the easier side. But the fact of the matter is, it's easy. It's the 20-hour because the guide suggests you just cheat the entire time. And I don't do that, right? I am a legit man when it comes to my gaming. And so, and I try to be a legit in everything I do, right? And so I don't want to do that crap. Frick that. I'm a legit man. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to be about 100 hours if you do that. Now, the rest of the game, I've looked at the trophy list. Doesn't seem too bad. It's actually quite similar, for the most part, to the Steam achievements. But there's one achievement, or trophy, that is to kill 1,000 animals. And animals are kind of rare. And I don't know what their spawn rates are. I don't know spawn locations. Excuse me. And yeah, it's just a crazy, crazy thing. So, I don't even know, man. But I might put it down. I don't think I'm going to be going for it. Especially with this trophy challenge. And then, obviously, there's another game that is actually losing in August. Its servers are shutting down. Now, that is a bad thing for the PS4 version, but it's getting a PS5 version. So that's a godsend. The game will not be playable anymore. The game in question, Hunt Showdown, an amazing game. I love it. But it's about a 100-hour plat. Now, I need to do more research. I need to make sure that the servers are somewhat full. You know, they don't got to be amazingly full, but the game needs to be playable, right? For those of you who remember when we were doing the Escapist 2 Platinum, the servers were nearly dead. It was by the grace of the Almighty Creator, the Lord Jesus Christ, amen, that we were even able, because we got an amazing guy that was able to help us out with those trophies. And it was awesome. And so I was able to do that, and I was able to grab all of the multiplayer. That's really where that Platinum has its issues in terms of difficulty. The rest of it is pretty simple, and it's an amazing game, so. But yeah, so the plan tonight, I'm going to be doing my best to finish SpongeBob. Then I would also like to work on Dodgeball Academia, as well as Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which doesn't have a Platinum, the Brothers game. But it's only a couple hours. You know me, I do love to do my 100% too, especially if they're leaving PS Plus. We did Hugh, and Thomas was alone. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a trophy hunter, not a platinum hunter. And yeah, so I do love getting the plats, don't get me wrong, but I go for the 100%. I don't just go for the platinum. It's not how I am, especially because I achievement hunt on Steam and Xbox as well. Not as much, especially for the Xbox, but yeah. I don't know, I can hook the Xbox up to the capture card and we can stream Xbox stuff, so, and honestly, I probably should, because freaking stupid Game Pass got charged again, because I was lazy and I didn't cancel it. So, we have Game Pass another month, so I really should go and try and finish the games that I can finish up. Toem, Goat Sim, all that stuff. New Super Lucky's Tale, I believe. And then maybe just continue. But we'll see. With this massive challenge, it's about 119 or so hours. And that is not with the fact of the matter that one of the trophies in the AEW game suggests just quitting the match is for everything, which significantly lowers your time. I'm not doing that. It seems kind of cheesy to me, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, we won't do that. So our time, it might even be a longer game. Now, I know I've talked about it before, I believe, but I do want to do a sports game to challenge myself. I'm not counting this as the sports game. It's a WWE type of game. It's a wrestling game. It's going to be like a fighter, right? It's probably going to be extremely fun. Yeah, we got to do it twice because both Cosmic Shake and this have two different versions, PS4, PS5, which is going to be our first double pip. But it's going to get us the most points possible. And I do want to win that thing. If I don't win, the challenge is essentially failed. I've never been a quick gamer. I've never been a good gamer. But I do have one thing on my time, and that is, or on my side, and that is time, essentially. I have a lot of time on my hands, right? I don't have a 9 to 5 to go to. Although, I don't know. I want to do this full time. I really do. It's just, I'm not putting in the effort that needs to be. I've talked about it before, and I feel like if I'm not going to put in the effort and I'm not going to bother, then I'm just going to get stuck in a rut. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I will always upload, you know what I'm saying? That's never going to change. Trust me. I've been doing this for a decade almost, come September. So you guys don't have to be concerned about that. I will always upload. Whether it be few and far between or every day like I'd like to do. And just real quick, I do want to apologize that I haven't uploaded in a week. I don't know, I wasn't feeling the best in terms of just stuff. There's no excuse, obviously, but I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling refreshed. And, I had a great weekend over Memorial Day weekend. Spent the entire weekend, pretty much, with family. Just going over, having, cookouts and stuff like that. It was an amazing time, so much fun. And so, I'm feeling really great. And I'm feeling freaking determined to get some stuff done. So we're going to do that. At least in terms of platinums. So tonight, the goal is to finish SpongeBob. I don't know if we'll be able to do so, but I plan on grinding like a good 10, 12 hours. So, yeah. But I love you guys. It's already probably been, I figured I was going to try and talk quickly, but I guess that didn't turn out so well. But oh well. I guess I've been talking probably about 18 minutes or so, but is that time? Yeah, that's about what it is. But stay tuned. I got, I'm really wanting to play Grounded on the PC as well. And then, I bought a lot of games that I really should be playing. I haven't, I've had the computer for like a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. And fact of the matter is, I haven't done anything. I haven't even finished Reventure yet. Which is, I didn't stream any of it, but it was a game that when I bought all those, Steam keys for like super cheap, like in a bulk where they just gave me random games. That was one of the ones that I got, and it's a really good game. I only have a couple endings left, about 20 or so. They're all quick. It's not like a, Detroit Become Human or something like that where, you got to play through the whole game, like 8-hour game. I don't know how that game works. Not a great example from me, seeming as I've never played it, but, it's on the backlog, though, I think, because I believe it is an exclusive PS4 game, so. Really fast, I just want to say one thing, and that thing is that apparently the other version does not count. So if you want to do the PS4 or the PS5, only one version counts. So yeah, we will only be doing one version of each game. Because, yeah. I've been talking with the guys in the Discord, so yeah. I love you guys. God bless. Carry on with whatever I was talking about before. You. Unless they ported it to Steam, in which case it's not. They have been doing that. Ghost of Tsushima just got a Steam release, and or a PC release, I should say, because I believe it got put on the Epic Game Store as well. I don't see that as a competition to Steam. It was talk. I think, not that he's a great, talker about games, but Boogie2988, good old Francis, I believe he was like, oh, Epic Games is going to destroy, well, hold on, Epic Games is going to destroy Steam in some point in the future. It's like, no, it's not. Sorry, Steam has been grinding for the last 20 years. I don't see that happening, but I don't know. Little thing. I love Steam. It's great. I do want to do something. I've seen people like make physical copies for the games they have on Steam. I want to do that. It's probably going to be an idea like in the way future that I end up doing, but I do want to do something like that because obviously, with services, they'll eventually shut down. Steam is no exception. Will you still be able to play your games? Lord willing. I guarantee they could figure something out like that, but, I don't know. But maybe not, I don't know. It will be as effective as it is for the foreseeable future, you know what I'm saying? So, yes sir. But, I don't know, but that's kind of the thing. Super excited. I'm excited. There should be a Direct in June for Nintendo. There hasn't been a Direct in ages. So I'm really excited to see what we get from that. Like, genuinely, it's just been Mario. Like, obviously Pokemon gets a title every year. Zelda is kind of spazzy right now, obviously, since Tears of the Kingdom came out. It's been over a year, I think, or just about, so you know how that goes. Still didn't beat that game. I'll probably finish it on stream sometime, actually. That would be a good thing to do. But that's neither here nor there. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Streaming tonight. I should be anyways. So come on over and check that out. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, guys, this is Ninja Gamer signing off.